So Chris, ordinarily this time of year you would be one of the busiest men in Detroit. I get the sense that you are even busier this year, but all for a good cause, and that's to make sure that this wonderful festival that really defines our region is not interrupted by the pandemic. Tell us how that is going to work this year.
Well, we started many months ago when this began. We figured there were going to be a need for some changes, and we put a task force together, worked out many different scenarios for contingencies, and then worked with experts and watched the CDC data. And of course, we finally got to the point where we had to protect our patrons, so we went no audience. We moved to virtual, and then we were very concerned with the recent upticks and movements, and we decided it was best to postpone some of the out-of-town national guests. And we came up with the new format and the new lineup that everyone sees now, which has an amazing mix of artists and, of course, emphasizes our great world-class talent in Detroit, which makes it special. The final format being one where, our 2020 Detroit Jazz Festival, presented by Rocket Mortgage again, which fifth year. Thank you guys. You came back with us and made it special even in this difficult time. It was very meaningful. And but our logo this year is safe, live, and free, which it has been for 41 years. But in this case, it is safe. It is also live. I insisted that we were not going to do this unless it could be live jazz in Detroit on exceptional stages with exceptional sound and video quality. We wanted to up the threshold of what that is. And we have an incredible team thanks to the fact that we're a no admission festival, and we have this robust broadcast technology with Detroit Jazz Fest Live. We were in maybe a singular position to go ahead and make this happen. And so here we are, one of the last standing festivals. It's not only online at Facebook Live and Instagram for free. It's on our Detroit Jazz Fest Live app, but it's also on WDET radio. It's on portions of it on WRCJ and WEMU, Detroit Public Television, and all of it is on our Arts and Entertainment Channel 22 here in Detroit. So the fact is, whether you have Wi-Fi or not, you can hear it, you can see it, you can enjoy it for free. And we've maintained the mission, we've maintained the excellence, we've maintained the artistry. It's the real Detroit Jazz Festival, just in a new, interesting format.
This is the fifth year that Rocket Mortgage is the leading sponsor for our Jazz Festival. Tell us what's different for you guys this year as we have to make adjustments in every part of our lives.
Rocket Mortgage is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Jazz Festival. It really puts our city on a national scale, and it shines just such a positive light on the city of Detroit. We really wanted to come back as a presenting sponsor because this is what not only Detroit needs, but the world needs: jazz and good music, and just an opportunity to relax. It's great that Chris decided to do the pandemic pivot and to bring the Detroit Jazz Festival back again, but virtually. And he and his team are just working incredibly hard to make sure that it's an amazing experience for everyone.
So let's talk about the lineup.
Well, I'll tell you, we're very fortunate. We have some special moments. We are celebrating the 80th birthday of Pharoah Saunders. He's going to be with us, along with one of our Untitled series presented by Rocket Mortgage. Robert Glasper is with us this year. The great Renee Marie is with us. Steve Teray, the incredible trombonist and shell player. Joey Alexander, along with this incredible host of world-class Detroit talent. Robert Hurst presenting Black Currant Jam. Naima Schamberger and the Sister Strings Program. James Carter, Organ Trio. Rodney Whitaker, Septet. Walter White Big Band. Lulu Falls and Chris Johnson. And a very special piece is opening the festival. We're calling it Justice. It's a 4-movement piece. Each movement is presented by a different ensemble that's playing elsewhere at the festival, and they've composed an original work, and it deals with the amplification of all these issues, the fact that we're revisiting issues and understanding that there's been movement in some areas and no movement in others, and we're forced to look into ourselves. So Justice is a piece that gives us a chance to express those emotions and feelings musically. So movement 1 is Naima Schamberger with the Sister Strings Program. They're doing a traditional African spiritual, Kumbaya, rearranged, and then the all-stars from the Detroit Jazz Festival doing one of my pieces, Fear and the Fearless, and then Michael Jellick on solo piano, Promise and Perseverance, and then Robert Hurst Group wraps it up in the 4th movement with Just Us for all. And there'll be pieces of John Lewis in there. There'll be all sorts of little messaging and beauty. And it's a coming together of our community to make one joint statement. We'll use all the stages contiguously. It's going to be a very beautiful expression at the beginning of the festival. So there'll be those special moments and unexpected pleasures, visits by some of our national artists we had to postpone. They'll be visiting us throughout the festival, and a lot of surprises along the way.